Hey guys, Uncle Ted, the Ice Cream Alchemist here. Ice cream every day. I'm going to do something different today, just because, instead of just doing the narration, recording stuff, I'm always trying something different, so I figured, what the hell, let's do something different. So, this is going to be the easiest ice cream recipe out there. By the way, I don't really put much stock in those no-churn recipes that you see out there. You gotta churn it. You really do have to, otherwise it's just gonna be frozen whipped cream, and what's the point of that? So, we're gonna start off with 2 cups of heavy whipping cream. Just like that, bada bing, bada boom. And that's it. Now, some people will tell you gotta put this in the freezer for a bit and get it frosty. You don't really have to. It helps, but you don't really have to. And just gonna put this in here, and that's that. That's what we start off with. And obviously, it's not that, but you know, this is what we start off with. And then I'm gonna use my handy whipper here. Now, I said it before. I am really lucky because this is actually a gift that somebody gave to me. My mixer died, and somebody hooked me up with a Walmart gift card so that I could get a mixer. I'm gonna whip this now, and I'm gonna whip it till it's got soft peaks. You don't really need to see me do it, but I'm just telling you, I'm gonna whip it now until it has soft peaks. So, okay, so peak stage, it's been whipped. I whipped the snot out of it. So that's what we got to do. Next, all I got is one 14 ounce can of sweetened condensed milk, and I'm going to dump this in. And that's it. Now, you recall that I actually made this for you, and I've made it before a few times, and it's probably going to be time for me to make it again, just because it's a lot cheaper. I can make a big bunch of it for just a couple of bucks, whereas this can was $1.67. It's the Walmart brand, you know, that's like the generic stuff, and it's, you know, cheaper, just cheaper that way. But I've been busy, so I bought it, and I'm, you know, paying the price on that, but whatever. If I get time, I'll do it again. I'll make some more, because really, it's just, I don't know, I like it better when I do it myself because then I know what's in it. I like it better when I do it myself because it's cheaper, and this way I just have more to do with. So anyway, got some of that. Gonna add some vanilla, carefully measured out, you know. This wonderful stuff is the raspberry awesomeness. All this is wild raspberries and sugar. Cooked it down, then I ran it through a strainer, got all the seeds out. Now I'm going to tell you, I didn't get all of them. I got 99.99% of them, but I didn't get all of them. There's still a few of those little buggers in there. But it's so much better not having them in. So I'm going to give this a little twirl here, and then all I want is 1 cup. So I just want 1 cup. Boom, 1 cup. Just like that. Some people will take this and throw it with some booze and some tonic and make a nice drink with it. It's good stuff. Nice and rich. Good flavor. Makes a wonderful ice cream too. Now, of course it does stain, so you gotta get it cleaned up best you can. Now, as I said before, we're gonna fold this in. Not stir, but fold. Use the biggest spatula you can. Now, this is the biggest one that I've got. if I had a bigger spatula, I'd use it. In fact, the next time I go to Evil Mart, or if I go to a cooking place, you know, a cooking supply store, I'm going to look to see if I can get a bigger spatula, something wider, because it'll make the folding a little bit better. But you know, you go with what you got, and this is what I got. So here, you know, I'm just folding it. And all you gotta do is just go around the outside and fold. Real simple. So, but yeah, this is one of my favorite ice creams, I'll admit, just because of the flavor and everything. I love raspberries, and my buddy Nick has got me a ton of raspberries so that I can hook you guys up with all kinds of cool videos. I'll also be making some white chocolate raspberry here pretty soon, and I know people love that. Get that, and here we go. This is about it, you know. Ain't rocket science. That's your ice cream base. Legit. That's all there is to it. And now I'm going to set up my ice cream maker, and I'll be right back. So I went and got my ice cream maker, and this one, once again, this was actually a gift. Somebody gave that to me out of the kindness of their heart. It was they weren't using it, and they gave it to me, which is awesome because I love it. I've probably run 75 batches of ice cream through this already. I love it. Now the trick is, you got to have this running when you pour your base into it. Otherwise it'll stick and it'll freeze and it won't move. So you got to have it running. Now I'm going to put about half of my base into it. Just half. And this will whip into ice cream in probably 15 minutes or less. Real simple. I keep telling people, if I can do it, you can do it. I mean, I'm not lying. This really ain't rocket science, you know? I mean, that's good. I don't want to overcrowd it. And that is it. I love the color on this stuff, really. I really love the color of the raspberries. They just look gorgeous, you know? Such a great color. And so, I'm going to let that turn. And that will be ice cream in about, I'd say, less than 15 minutes. The first batch always goes fast. Now, I'll get 2 batches out of this. What I'll do is I'll hurry up and unload it when it's done. And then I'll hurry up and get the rest of it in there. So I'll get 2 batches out of that, and it's pretty hot out. I mean, I would say it's probably 80 degrees outside, and yeah, it's about 2 o'clock in the morning, but it's still pretty hot. And this will go fast. It really will. This will freeze fast, and if you're quick about it, if you're quick about getting it out of the canister and getting the other stuff back in, you'll get 2 freezes. All right, so this has actually been done. I'll let you in on a secret. I've been waiting forever for this camera's storage device to download into my computer, because I filled it up making the first part of this video, and I've been waiting forever. Oh my god, it was killing me. You know that little kid dance that you do, like when you're really impatient and you're like, come on! Yeah, I was doing that. I was like doing the little kid, you know, whine and cry and complain. So now I'm making a mess, but nah, whatever. It's ice cream. I mean, what's the worst that's going to happen, right? It's ice cream. So, what I'm going to do now is hurry up and get this out, because I want to show you something that you can also do with this very simple base. Something awesome. something that I dearly, dearly love. Oh, and if you can avoid using metal, do it, but nah, I'm careful. But, alright, that is that. Because I'm awesome. Alright. So, we got this awesome base here, right? And it's good stuff. What I'm going to do here is I am going to use some balsamic vinegar. Check this out. This is some good stuff. So, I'm going to take, this is a teaspoon, right? Two teaspoons. Now we're going to do back the mixing, and the folding, and all that good stuff. Now, take it, start it back up again, and back in she goes. Okay. Now this is with balsamic vinegar in it. I'm telling you, it's faboo. Absolutely faboo. I want to get all my creamy goodness here. Okay, so I thought I had more than that in my bowl. I misjudged, which means I put too much vinegar in. But it's still going to be awesome. It's going to be a little more vinegary than I wanted it to. But next time, you know, I'll actually measure a little better. But it's ice cream. The worst that can happen, they don't like it. Which, that means more for you, right? I mean, you think I'm going to share this, you're full of it. So, now I'm going to let this run. Hopefully my bowl is still cold, because I spent way too much time farting around with my camera, but you get the idea. So, I'm going to let this run. I'm going to let it freeze again. And then we've got raspberry balsamic ice cream. Good stuff. Okay, so that's about it. I'm going to take this out and really, I'm just going to put it in the freezer and dump it. I mean, you know, let it freeze. Real simple. And let it freeze in the canister for a little bit, which you can do. I mean, I don't do it all the time because it's kind of a pain in the butt to get out of the canister. But in a situation like this, where maybe I waited too long to get the second batch in, then you can go ahead and just, you know, freeze in the canister. And what I'll do is in a couple of hours I'll come back and get it out of the freezer and just scrape it out and scoop it. And when I do that, I'll make sure to use my spatula and my other plastic spoons and everything, because I don't want to scratch up the lining on my canister. And really, I need to get some new canisters, because you can buy replacement canisters for these for like 19 bucks. I've seen them online. So when I get some cash, I'm going to do that, because this will make things a lot faster and I'll be able to make more batches of ice cream. And everybody loves that. And by the way, I did taste this and it tastes wonderful. So no, I didn't put too much vinegar in there, which is always the hesitation. I put vinegar in and I don't trust my measurements, but I know the measurements were good. You know? I mean, this was, okay, arguably it was about a third of the batch instead of a half. But the measurements were right, because if this was a full batch, I'd have 1 tablespoon and a half. So I mean, we're okay, you know? this tastes just fine. So I'm going to put this in the freezer and let this freeze. And that's that. I am going to scrape the lid on this, the lip. That way I don't have anything around the edge freezing, because that's just a pain. I mean, that's like a waste of ice cream. So do it this way. It'll freeze. I'll take it out of the freezer in a couple hours. I'll scrape it out, put it in a Tupperware container, call it ice cream. This is awesome, and it's easy. You saw how easy it is. It's easy. And I mean, I joke, I say if I can do it, you can do it, but I mean, I'm an idiot, and I can do it. So I mean, if I can do it, you can do it. Thanks for watching, and remember, if you ain't eating ice cream for breakfast, what's the point of being an adult? This is going to be my breakfast. Envy me.